Alright, welcome to the video. In this one, I'll be talking about some recent excellent news for the low income and providing an explanation of this new information, along with what it means for you. That's the main topic of the video, so let's get started. And go over all the specifics right now. This is some very helpful information for low-income people, and it will benefit millions and millions of people. I want to bring it up to you once more, because, to be honest, we weren't anticipating this to be revealed, but they did, and it's actually pretty good. To be completely honest, though, it's not the greatest thing ever, but it is still quite good and will benefit a lot of people. So I want to share with you all the specifics, and once more, since I've been fielding a lot of inquiries about this over the past few days, I wanted to provide clarification on what's really happening and what you should be aware of in the upcoming weeks and months. That being said, let's get started and go over every aspect. However, before we do, I would much appreciate it if you could, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button. It's completely free to do so immediately below the video, and I'm here for you every day, researching the topic, keeping an eye on the news, and doing everything I can to support you through this difficult time. I believe that we can all probably concur with that entitlement. The past several years have been extremely difficult for those with low incomes and fixed incomes, and regrettably, things will likely stay this way for the foreseeable future, possibly for several more months or maybe the next few years. So in any case, I want to maintain you posted in any manner I could be of assistance so you can benefit from the programs and anything that is currently being discussed in regards to benefit increases, legislation, or other changes that would be to your favor. Of course, I want to bring that to your attention as well. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe below, and feel free to use the share button to spread the word about the video to your friends on my social media accounts. Alright, thank you so much. Let's speak about the specifics. Here's what it boils down to. In fact, to be fair, a little over a week ago, I discussed this in a different live stream, and that served to stir things up a bit. And it really raised a lot of doubts and uncertainty about this. But once more, I want to make things clear for you in this video. It all boils down to the ACP Affordable Connection Program. Keep in mind that they've been providing a significantly reduced price, or even free internet, for roughly 23 million homes. You may recall that I was out about a month ago. Well, to be more precise, it was about 3 weeks ago, in a different video, where I mentioned, hey, there are 4 weeks left in this thing and they will run out of money altogether. But things are starting to change a little bit. Originally, we thought that this program would run out of money entirely by the end of this month or the end of April. Exhausted and executed in a way that essentially results in everyone losing their benefit. Nevertheless, they made an announcement a week or so ago stating, hey, we have just enough money to extend this thing out through the month of, well, that's fine, but there will be some adjustments. It does not imply that things will continue as usual. Rather, they are simply going to drag this out till the end of May. Let me go into more depth about this, though. So keep in mind that for the past few years, they have been paying for up to $30 of your internet. Again, up to $30 less than that, yeah, but up to $30 of internet for people. As a result of this ACP program, they were paying up to $75 per month for internet service for these people as well, either across the nation or on tribal territories. Well, that's changing now, they said, saying, hey, we can scrape a little bit of money together here, and we can actually extend this through May's end. However, there have been some modifications. Here's what we need to know about it. Starting in May, they will only have the funds to pay people who were previously receiving up to $30 per month, $14. Therefore, it's less than half of what they were providing previously. But it's not as if they only have the money to do this for the month of May. It's not like June, July, or August. No, it's just May. You do realize that something is better than nothing? I guess that's just the way things go. But nonetheless, the $30 that they were originally offering is now only $14 in May. So, better than nothing. It's not ideal, but at least it's better than nothing. It might be much worse, for example, at least $14. But even so, those people receiving aid on tribal lands were previously receiving up to $75 in support. Now that amount has dropped to $35. So there you have it. This is the situation that needs to be addressed. Fresh details, and they made this announcement once more had the live stream published a week or so ago. At that time, I was discussing all the specifics and providing the material. And once more, I received a lot of inquiries regarding, this is like, do I have to reapply? What about my benefits? And things like that. Well, no, you don't have to reapply. In fact, they aren't even accepting new applicants. In fact, the application process ended on February 17th. And you know what? A few weeks ago, at the end of March and the beginning of April, they were getting together and saying, we only have enough money to get. And they're kind of dry just using all the money in this thing, okay. This project was financed through the end of April, but now that they have a little more money, they say, hey, we can keep this going through May. I'm going to add that I don't think this will continue into June, so basically being honest with you at this moment, well, the reason I say that is because they are cutting these monthly payments per home by 50%, which is actually more than 50%. I don't think they will have enough money to continue doing this until June. If they do, how are they going to make $7 at that point? Are they going to divide it in half once more and say, hey everyone, we have $7 and like $15 or something like that? I doubt that would be the case, but you never know. Perhaps they might work together to scrounge up a little extra cash for June. I wouldn't bank on it though. I'm just being honest with you. However, this is good news. It's similar to one of these good news, bad news stories. It's good news that we get to enjoy another month, but they're cutting the allowance by a little more than 50%, from $30 to $14, from $75 on tribal territory to $35 for the month of May alone. And that's about it. Alright, so that's why I mentioned earlier in the video that while this is fantastic news, it's not really like that in the end. The good news is that it might be much worse. On the other hand, keep in mind that the worst scenario may also be 0. A few weeks ago, we were expecting 0, so choose which option you want. Do you want 0 or 14? I'm just saying that, again, $14 isn't going to change anyone's life. I completely get that. But in the end, if it's 14, they can pay so you won't have to. Reimburse. Hey, we'll take it right, we'll gladly take it. So, anyhow, this is the Affordability Connectivity Program, ACP once more. It's the free internet or significantly cheap internet. Well, not that much, but we'll see. And by the way, rapid side notice also that there are some service providers, ISPs, Internet Service Providers, is what it stands for, that are available, and that they are offering $30 or less. Based on my investigation, it appears that this, incidentally, is something I've read in a few other places, so I won't be naming any names of companies just yet. I'm not sure if this is true or not. I'm only stating that, but there is a couple who have stated that they will continue to provide the $30. It seems to me that they will cover the remaining $16 in fees for the fine, as long as it is their responsibility and they bear the cost. Coming out and offering to eat the extra difference here, so feel free to eat whatever they want. If they want to do that, then by all means, let them. As a result, some of these people have stated that they will continue offering the $30, which seems kind of good to me. But what really worries me is what will happen after this when the ACP really dries up and they're done with it. It does make me wonder what will happen. Some of these providers still give discounts of up to $20 in an attempt to draw customers in or retain them using their services. They just tell them, hey, we'll give you like $10 a month for internet and we'll eat the other $20 I don't need. I'm going to keep you updated as I learn more about this, but for now, this is all I know. I'm just speculating and needed to go through and consider this, but that's sort of what they're talking about. I have a lot more information on that as well, but please let me know if you have any questions. Right now, and sure, check out the live broadcast from about, a week ago. If you have any further questions, please let me know. This is the ACP Affordable Connection Initiative. I would not anticipate receiving any funding or support after May, but those are just my thoughts. Who knows? Maybe politicians will step up and approve that $7 billion package that's available that they have to prolong this through the remainder of the year, but you never know.